quick, as an aside, I want to talk about the studio a little bit. We got to see the studio. This is like before the expo, but we got to see the studio, and oh my gosh, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. Oh my god. It was so cool. Oh my god. They first took us to like the break room, and the break room had like nothing much in it. It was just like a couple of chairs and a couple of tables. So, but it was like air conditioned, so it was nice, right? But we went to check out like the motion capture studio set arena. I don't know. It was a huge room. It was huge, and it had all these cameras on top of it. If you saw the studio, like the walkthrough that they have on the website, that cover post on their website with like the really cool like scaffolding and all the cameras, oh my gosh, it was so cool. There were so many cameras, and like each one of them were like super expensive cameras, and they're like, do not touch the cameras. Okay, so the studio itself is huge. It's actually like tall enough that like I can't reach the ceiling. It's really cool because like there's so many cameras all over the place too, and next to each of those like studios for the motion capture, there is like little recording booths, and the recording booths are also so much fun. We went inside and we were trying to test out how like soundproof it was, and the the test for the soundproofing was that Gerard and Flayon would enter the booth and then we would close the booth, and then they would scream, and you know how loud those two are, right? Could not hear a single thing. There was nothing. It was absolute silence. But yeah. Told them I started twerking at the studio. You were twerking. It was weird. Like, you would twerk every single time we stopped. Like, they were okay, because Hakka had been there a couple of times before, right? But like for us, the rest of VG, we didn't know. So like they had this like pre-planned tour route, and every stop Hakka would just start twerking. Because like he'd already been on the tour before, so he knew exactly what he was doing, right? So like the tour guide would take us down to like, oh, and this is the recording booth, right? And while we were like checking it out, Hakka's just, right? And it's like, oh, and this is the motion capture studio. Just at every single possible stop. And we were like, okay, Hakka, we get it. You've been here before. You know how everything works. But yeah, it was just the break room. The bathrooms. Oh, the main hallway that connects these two wings of the building. Just the entire time I was like, I've already know everything. I know exactly what's gonna go next. Capture this. Oh man. Capture this moment. Yeah, it was so good. It was so much fun. Man.